What is going on, guys? It is Luke here. I have another Wifi battle for you guys today. It's a pretty decent match, actually. It's against a guy by the name of LINKZ. Met him on the Pokemon Wi-Fi as I usually do. It was an interesting battle, I'll tell you that. I'm uploading this not because the battle quality was great, but because it was just I can't believe how the battle turned out. So I end up leading with a Rotom. I figure he's going to want to switch straight off the bat, so I end up going for the Will-O-Wisp. It's a decent enough play. I end up missing the Will-O-Wisp, which is fine, because I figured now at this point I'm just going to get some damage off. So I go for the Hydro Pump, Scout is set, you know. He goes for the Dragon Dance. Now, seeing the Dragon Dance, I'm going to go ahead and assume that he is a Rough Skin, not a Rough Skin, a Shed Skin variant, because they do like to run it for, you know, Thunder Wave, Burns, that kind of thing. So I decided to just go for the Hydro Pump here to get some damage off. I end up missing a Will-O-Wisp and 2 Hydro Pumps in a row, which is kind of BS, and you guys are going to see this match gets worse. It gets way worse. So I end up missing all of that. Then I end up hitting him with a Hydro Pump, and the really annoying thing is, I'll find out later on, is actually Moxie, which means I could have potentially burned this thing. But anyway, my plan now is I don't want to lose my Rotom just yet because I need it to scout. I do want to find out if he carries the Ice Punch on this set, because I can't switch in my Gliscor after this and just take the chance. So what I decide to do is switch out to my Gliscor now, because I know he's going to give the Drain Punch, and then pretty much after I've seen the Drain Punch, I'm just going to double back to my Rotom to see if he does carry the Ice Punch. So, by the way, guys, sorry if I sound kind of hoarse. I've been eating burgers from Tesco. No, lol, jokes. No, I've just got a really sore throat. So I end up going back to my Rotom now, like I said, to scout the Ice Punch. He does end up packing it, which is annoying, because that means that I can't go to Gliscor now after this to deal with this thing. Now, in hindsight, I guess I should have gone to Scizor, but looking at his team, I do need that thing for later on, so you guys are going to see how that plays out. So I end up foddering out my Rotom here. He ends up taking out with the Drain Punch, which is fine. I don't really have much to go to now. I guess I can go to Jirachi. I know this thing because of its base 58 speed, even at +3, I know I'm going to be able to outspeed it because I'm a Choice Scarf Jolly variant. So I end up going for the Iron Head. I guess I could have gone for the U-turn, but I guess I didn't really want to chance it not taking it out, so I just end up going for the Iron Head. It does decent enough damage, but then of course he's not going to flinch, so I end up hitting him with another Iron Head. And, of course, I don't get the flinch, so that's, yeah, that's a 60% chance right there. That's a 120 out of 200 chance, or a 60 out of 100 chance, and I do not get it. So he ends up getting the Moxie. At this point, I've just given up caring, so I go into Alakazam, again, not wanting to bring in my Scizor. I'm Focus Sash, so I know I can take any hit. And go figure, I miss a Will-O-Wisp, I miss 2 Hydro Pumps, I don't get flinches, even though it's Serene Grace, but I can hit a Focus Blast. Hello? So I end up taking this thing out, which is great, I guess. Still would have been nice to kind of just not have to lose all of this shit. So he's going to go out to Samurott. I know that the Aqua Jet is extremely obvious, so I'm just going to make the switch out to my Tyranitar. I really want to get my rocks up because he has the Lati, among other things. So I'm just going to let T-Tar take this Aqua Jet, which he does take relatively well. I am investing in defense a little bit. It's like 100 EVs or so, I think. I think it's like max HP, a little bit of defense, a little bit of speed. Yeah, it's like 8 speed, I think. I don't know. Anyway, I end up getting my rocks up, which is great, as he ends up going for a Swords Dance, I think, which is kind of like, whoa, man. Why you SDing on my team? So he goes for the Hydro and misses, which is great. I just decided to go for the Pursuit because I can't switch in Gliscor, I can't switch in my Scizor because I absolutely need that thing, and I'm really running low on pokes on my team, so I pretty much decided the best play here is to fodder out my T-Tar because he has the Latios, the Latias, the Donphan. You know, all this kind of stuff is not very useful. Judging by the way he's playing, I know he's not going to be switching in his Lati. I can assume at this point that when he brings it in, it's in to stay. So there's no real point in having T-Tar here for the Pursuit. I may as well just fodder it off and try and bring this thing down as low as possible because I know he has Aqua Jet, which means I can't deal with this thing. Something is going to have to die. Now, I could have gone out to Scizor, but Aqua Jet would have outsped me and it would have hit me even if I'd have bullet punched, and I couldn't go out to Gliscor and protect because it wouldn't die, so I had to go out to Alakazam and I had to fodder that off so that he could rack up one more turn of sand damage. That way now I can go out to my Gliscor, which is Miss-Salved and has Earthquake twice, which is great. So it's Substitute, Protect, and Double Earthquake. So I end up going for the Protect here because I know obviously that after this turn is up, he's going to die to the sand, which is perfect. It means nothing else has to take a hit, but I did have to follow Alakazam, which would have been so helpful because, as we'll find out, his Donphan doesn't actually have Ice Shard. It's a really weird Salic Berry variant, so without that, you know, Alakazam could have done massive damage. I potentially could have swept his team from here pretty much, but I had to do that in order to keep my Gliscor alive, which I thought would have been more important until I'd seen that it was Miss-Salved, so that kind of sucks. So he ends up going for the Endeavour, which is going to bring me down obviously to the same amount of HP he is at, which is fine. I don't really have a problem with that. My only goal here is I need to get this Donphan to kill me before I kill it. And the reason why I say that is because, by the way, he gets 2 flinches in a row here, which is just like, wow. So, thinking about it, when I got to this point, or just after, I thought I really should be keeping Gliscor alive, or dead, sorry, I need it dead. I should be trying to kill my Gliscor at this point, because I really need him not to switch in the Lati, because if he switches in the Latias while Gliscor is alive, and it's like some kind of weird subbing or a Carmine variant, I'm in serious trouble. And as it turns out, he ends up sending in Alakazam, which is great. I'm not really worried now, I'm happy, because he can kill me off, and then I can get a free switch to anything I want, which is going to be my last poke, which is going to be Scizor. And he has 3 pokes left. He has this, he has Skuntank, and he has Latias, and Latias is at full, so it's not looking good. So he ends up sending the Skuntank. I'm thinking, okay, I can take any hit from the Latias. I should be able to take a HP fire from max HP. But as you'll see, he's carrying the Rocky Helmet, and I thought, oh god, this is not looking good. So I've got to take 2 lots of Rocky Helmet, then I have to take Aftermath damage. I'm definitely not taking a Hidden Power Fire now. I don't know what I can take at this range. I'm pretty sure I can take a Dragon Pulse, and the other thing that he carries here, I don't know what his moveset was, but I end up hitting it with a Bullet Punch and bringing it down, obviously to a range where another Bullet Punch is going to take it out. And he ends up hitting me with a Psychic. I guess he literally didn't have anything to hit me with, because he ends up going for that, and I just end up hitting him with another Bullet Punch and taking him out. And then of course his last is Alakazam, which I'm going to be able to BP and take out. So despite the uber amount of bullshit in that match, and some plays that I definitely could have improved on, I end up taking the victory, which is amazing. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you haven't already done so, click to subscribe, drop me a comment, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.